What's going on, guys? Logan JYA Drykage here, back at it again with a DRYTRON 35.0 deck list. The time has come yet again to break it off the shelf, and today we ended up topping locals, so I'm going to show you what we're packing. Curious to hear your thoughts. Always leave in the comments down below. If you want to see gameplay, definitely slide over to the live stream. We've been playing DRYTRON a little bit more often on there, just as something to give a try. Also, huge shout out to the Grand Duelist Championship Series. This is a massive tournament that's going to be taking place in Madrid. We're going to be doing the simulcast in English. It's also going to be going out in Spanish. Check it out. More details in the description down below. And yeah, without further ado, let's do it. All right, main deck, we'll go through the basics. Triple Alpha, Triple Zeta, 2 Gamma, and 2 Delta. Usual deal, 10 names total. 1 Draconids. And we finally got the QCR Ben 10s. It's another rationalization for playing this deck. Definitely a fun time. If you get your hands on this, it's all the more reason to play DRYTRON. Even if you just pull one, use that as your excuse to pick up DRYTRON. Just do it. Why not? All right.
Doesn't hurt.
One Natasha, one of the greatest cards in the deck for going second. No explanation needed there. And then win conditions, main decking, Chaos Max, and Vanity's Ruler. This is always the build I find myself going back to because I think it's the most versatile. And honestly, man, you've got great coverage, and guess what? You side the last win conditions. So we've got the Amor Factor Pain, Bing Chilling in the side. Now, I want to also say this. This is going to be the last DRYTRON list that I share until we get some new cards coming out. You might know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, feel free to ask, and I'll let you know in the comments. All right, the other fairies we're playing is the 1 Diviner and the 1 Herald to go along with it. You only need to main deck the 1 Herald in a build like this. Any others, it's just you're not main decking enough fairies to rationalize trying to hard draw this. You're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. So you really only play the 1 to search as either a part of your end board or to play around the Nibiru. Spell cards, Triple Nova, 1 Fafnir, the field spell, 1 Medionis, cut it back to 1 for this build, 3 copies of Emergency, 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity, 3 Droplets, and 2 Talents, 1 Called By, and 1 Foolish. All right, the one big mistake here, Prosperity. I'm not sure I'm feeling about this. Everybody is drolling again. That's another reason not even to play DRYTRON, but droll in this card, it makes it even worse. So I'm thinking about changing this out. Maybe Thrust and a target for it that's good going first is another option, or something else. But the added consistency is also nice because we're at a solid 40 cards, and of course our end board blind going first. I still choose to go for Vanity's Ruler as well as the Mirage Lights. But if you can, or you open the extra Ben 10 or access to Ben 10, then you get both Chaos Max Lock and Vanity's Ruler while playing under Nibiru. So the Prosperity is nice because it gives you a chance of reaching for that full combo. Regardless, Droll is still going to be drolling. Then 3 Imperms is the last card in the main deck. It's one of the best hand traps you can play. It functions as a 6 card, and it's awesome against Rescue Ace. Now move on to the extra deck. 2 of the Moy Beta Fafnir. This was another big mistake. I changed Fuko for the Lyrilusk.
And go.
I got punished for it. It was not the right idea. So keep Fuko in. There's 2 times where Fuko came up, and I wish I had it over this. I summoned this one time, but Fuko would have done the same thing, so it didn't really make a difference. Yep, not worth it. All right, 1 Downard, and the 1 Zeus, and the 1 Beatrice, and that's it for the X-Seeds. That will never change. We're going back to Fuko, though. 1 Anima. Anima's even better nowadays, because even if you have to make this early, like part of a Nova play, and stick this up there, you just turn it into the Little Knight later. It's even better. So even if you open Alpha Gamma, you can just, instead of having to waste the Gamma without the summon back, you can take the Alpha and the Anima and turn it into the Little Knight and just keep that as an end board piece, which is pretty good. So Anima is extra good this time around. Dynamondo, mandatory for the Chaos Max Lock and removal. Little Knight, which is absolutely insane. Herald of the Mirage Lights for negating spells and traps with your Vanity's Ruler. IP to tag out into either Little Knight or the Appaloosa, or maybe even an indestructible Boral Sword, also your win condition. And then finally, your targets. I still need to get the QCR of this guy, but we got this one covered, so there we go. Last thing we'll do is the side deck, and I'm pretty happy with how the side deck is built, so let me know what you think in the comments down below, but I'm very happy about this one. Triple Droll, mandatory, hate it. Triple Lava Golem for sacking over things and absolutely obliterating. I think this is very important for the Tearlaments matchup. Tear is a problem, and especially if they dweller you. If they dweller you, it gets even worse. You're just going to try and end on the best that you can, but under Dweller, it's very challenging. Lava Golem is not too bad against their end board. It's one of the few things that actually works, because you can also use it to invalidate their trap cards, depending on what they end on. 2 DD Crows, also good against Tier, and Pearly, and a lot of things, honestly. Amor Factor as another third option win condition for the matches that Chaos Max isn't great against, or that this one especially overperforms in, and of course, to buy yourself the time of skipping the main phase and guaranteeing life. 2 copies of the Thrust to go along with the targets like Herald of the Abyss, Harvey's Feather Duster, evenly matched, very good card. And finally, 1 Dimensional Barrier. You could also do the Harpy's Feather Storm, and either Lyrilusk or Fuko works with it. I'm 50-50 on if I want to play that card as well. So that's everything for the profile, guys. I hope you like it. Again, if you want the full tournament report, link will be in the description down below. You can read it there. And join the stream if you want to see more live gameplay of this list. We're going to be taking a break from sharing DRYTRON lists, at least my own DRYTRON list on the channel, until we get some new cards coming out in the future. Certain trap card we got our eyes on. It's going to make things very, very good. With all that being said, YuGiOh, sign off for a great day. I'll see you beautiful people later. Peace.